I could stand here and do this all day long until all that stain just runs out on the grass and I'm wasting material. It's all gonna look the same. See how it wicks around the side? Runs through the knots, it's sealing the wood, it's protecting the wood from the inside out.
Unprotected wood fences are vulnerable to the elements, so they will take damage from the sun and moisture. They are prone to mold and mildew damage. They will discolor. You can see here the difference in discoloration between the natural elements up here and then the sprinkler hitting it from the yard there. And maybe you like this look, but it's not usually what people are going for. So all of these problems can be prevented or dramatically slowed down with the right stain. Now, what's the right stain and is it a pain to apply? Answers to that in this video. It is amazing how easy it is for the average person to get professional looking results applying this stain. It also has a lot of great benefits. We're gonna show you some of that right now.
My name's Roy, this is Austin. We're with Standard Paints. And we're here to show you a little bit about our Wood Defender product line. We're based out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we have distributors all across the country selling our product. All of our Wood Defender product line's an oil-based penetrating product. As you'll see right now, we're fixing to put it on the point of saturation. You walk away, all self levels. The beauty of the product is you don't have to be a trained painter to put it on. You don't have to worry about the drips, the runs, the lap marks. They all self level. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it on the wood. We don't have to go back and back brush it. We don't have to roll it. We just put it on the point of saturation. Once it hits saturation, it all self levels. But the nice thing about the product is, as it ages, it's simply gonna fade. By not being a latex or water-based product, you're not gonna have to worry about peeling or cracking or flaking. So when it comes time for that maintenance coat, whether it be 3, 4, 5, 6 years down the road, you simply just put on another coat. And if there's any mold and mildew on the fence, take some Clorox bleach, put it on there. The bleach will kill the mold and mildew, then you let that dry, then follow it up with a coat of stain. What we're gonna demonstrate today, we're gonna start out just to show you that there's no wrong way to apply it. You wanna put it on the point of saturation. And Austin's gonna use just a backpack sprayer from the hardware store. Austin's just gonna put it on until it's nice and wet, and it'll all self-level. And when we first got here this morning, we sprayed this a couple hours ago, and you can see all the wood grain, how the transparent reveals the wood grain. But you can also see that Austin can go back and spray on top of this. It's all gonna self-level, so we don't have to worry about the laps or if you were to have to do any brush strokes. He can sit there till he's just wasting stain all day long. And when it goes on, it does look a little painted. And then as it dries, it'll start to reveal the natural wood grain. And there's no wrong way to do it. You can use an airless paint sprayer, you can use a backpack sprayer, you can use a pump-up garden sprayer. We actually build a full equipment line, and we've been building the equipment line for around 20 years. Okay, everybody saw how Austin was constantly doing this. Now I'm gonna show you what a good piece of equipment will do. I'm gonna switch over to one of our trailer mounted units. And I'll show you how fast you can do it. But nothing is changing as I switch equipment. Whether I'm using the backpack sprayer, a pump-up garden sprayer, or I'm using our Wood Defender ST250, it all is gonna go on the same way. This is just a little bit more faster, a little bit more efficient. I'm doing the same thing. I'm turning my tip down, cutting in the top of the fence. Then I'm gonna straighten my tip back, and I'm gonna stand off to the side to keep the overspray off of me. And with this product, we don't have to worry about the overspray. Your windows, your gutters, your soffits, your painted surfaces. With the formula of this product, it will not drown them non-porous surfaces. And when I'm done, I can walk back and look and see if there's anywhere that I was a little light on it. Like right there, I can touch it up here, touch it up here. There's nothing I can do. I can stand here and do this all day long until all that stain just runs out on the grass and I'm wasting material. It's all gonna look the same. That right there will look no different Then this right here, once it all dries, it will not dry on the non-porous surfaces like this T-post right here. We can take a rag and we just wipe it right off. So in the agriculture setting, if you've got welded wire, or you got barbed wire, you got any of that where you're doing round rail or you're doing 3-rail, 4-rail, you can literally take a rag and you can wipe it right off that galvanized wire because it will not soak in and penetrate into it. And you can see right here, look at the penetration property. See how it wicks around the side, runs through the knots, it's sealing the wood, it's protecting the wood from the inside out. And that's really big for your customer because you're selling stain, you're selling aesthetics, you're making the structure look better, but at the end of the day, you're protecting their investment and you're making it last longer. Every time you stain a wood privacy fence, you're adding 3 to 6 years of life to it with our product. And in you guys' situation with your ag style fence, a lot of the products out there on the market today, as they age, they're a waterborne product. They're gonna lift, they're gonna crack, and they're gonna peel, and they're gonna blister. And with this product, you just simply put on another coat when it's time for that maintenance coat. You see how fast we put it on? When I fired that machine up, how fast it went? That's how fast it goes. And keep in mind, the stain is oil. It will not soak into the non-porous. So your windows, your gutters, your galvanized posts, vehicles, you can run them through a car wash if you get stain on them. I've never heard of a customer having to have one clay barred or have one for more than just a normal car wash with the wood defender, because it lays on the surface wet. And with a cone tip, that works really good for this. But I went to the local John Deere dealership and bought this last week. Poured stain it this morning, good to go. $140 pump sprayer. And on this, you can see how fast this goes. Really, really fast. But I'm doing the same concept. Putting it on the point of saturation, we'll walk away, it'll all self-level. This that I stained earlier, I can come back and I can stain it again. You come back in an hour and look at this, it'll look no different than what this looks or what that looks. This is our semi-transparent, so it's gonna carry a 3-year warranty. It's gonna last 3 to 6 years. I will say with the black, with the amount of pigment that's in it, it's gonna be a 5 to 6 year product. Yes, we do. We offer a clear. I can tell you, same concept, and it's actually easier to clean up because it doesn't have any pigment in it, but there's a trade-off. If you put the clear on this, it's gonna look just like it does today. It's gonna snapshot this look, it's gonna keep it from growing mold. It's gonna keep it growing mold for 2 years exactly, because there's no pigment in there. So you can, and the product costs the same. So if you got 2 years to stay this look, or you got anywhere from 3 to 6 years for the same price, take the added protection. But we offer everything from clear as our lightest because it has no pigment in it. We hard load it with UV inhibitors and mildicides to make it last 2 years. And then we have our black is our heaviest pigmented product. Coffee brown is a very popular color. It's a really dark chocolate brown, extremely popular because the darker it is, the more pigment it is, the more it can cover up. You see on this wood over here, that wood really needs to be bleached. There's a high amount of mold and mildew in them panels. But you can see the semi-transparent did a really good job of covering it up and making it look like it was just installed 30 days ago after it was stained. So that's where your pigment comes in handy. It also helps as a Band-Aid to make things look better and give you a little bit more aesthetics out of it. And but anytime we see mold and mildew, we do like to get rid of. There is a mildicide in the stain. That's what keeps the mold from growing, and it is oil. So the oil does slow down your mold and mildew growth as well. Great question. Wood has to be dry. As wood dries, it becomes porous. On brand new, wet, pressure treated, if you could give it during the spring, summer, and fall, if you could give it 60 to 90 days, all it's gonna do is gonna make it last longer for your customer. And I can tell you, we have customers that hang it, set it, put it in the ground, and they're back 3 days later, but it will last longer because as the moisture wants to come out of the wood, it's gonna break down the product on its way out. It's gonna look no different. Where we sprayed, where y'all came in and treated this yesterday and sprayed this on here, that's really wet. You can see it looks no different today. But this right here may last not quite as long as this because this was really wet when I stained it.
So there you have it. It's not difficult to keep your fence protected and looking beautiful. We sell Wood Defender. We'll put links in the description below. Until next time, you have an amazing day.